Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Gogogini's tech channel, Cloud Agnostic Admin. Today, we're diving deep into the world of version control, specifically Git. We're going to break down the essential Git commands that every developer needs in their toolkit. From cloning repositories to managing branches and pushing your code, we'll cover it all, step by step. Whether you're just starting out with coding or you're a seasoned pro looking to level up your workflow, this video's got you covered. So, grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and let's get this Git party started. Alright, let's kick things off with the first command you'll need to know. Imagine you've just landed a gig on this awesome new project. Before you can unleash your coding prowess, you need to get that codebase onto your local machine. That's where comes in. Think of as the teleporter that beams the entire project from the remote repository to your computer. And we're not just talking about the current state of the codebase. Grabs everything, the entire history of changes, all the branches, different versions. It's like having a time machine for your code, allowing you to see how the project evolved. To use, you'll need the URL of the remote repository. Once you've got the URL, just pop open your terminal, type in, paste in the URL, and hit enter. Git will then work its magic, downloading the entire repository to your local machine. And boom, just like that, you've got a local copy of the entire project, ready for you to explore and contribute to. Streamlines the entire process, making it quick, easy, and super efficient. So, you've cloned a repository using Great Job. You've now got a local copy of the project. But what if you want to share your amazing work with your team, or contribute back to the original project? That's where comes into play. Think of it like this. You've got this awesome treehouse in your backyard, your local repository, and your friend has an equally cool one across the street, the remote repository. To share snacks and secrets, you need a walkie-talkie to communicate. That's essentially what does. It sets up that communication channel between your local and remote repositories. Once you've established this connection, you can start pushing your changes to the remote repository or pulling down updates made by others. To use I, you type followed by the URL. And there you have it. You've just linked your local repository to the remote one, opening up a world of collaborative possibilities. Okay, let's talk about branches. Imagine you're working on a website redesign. You wouldn't want to make all your changes directly to the live site, right? What if something breaks? That's where branches come in. They let you create separate, isolated environments within your project to work on different features, bug fixes, or experiments without messing with the main code base. Think of it like having multiple parallel universes for your code. To create a new branch, you'd use the command followed by your desired branch name. For example, would create a new branch called feature redesign. Now, you're free to experiment and make changes within this branch without impacting the main code base. Once you're happy with your changes in the branch, you can merge them back into the main code base. And if you decide you don't like the changes you made in a branch, no problem. You can just discard the branch without ever affecting the main project. Branching is like having a safety net for your code, allowing you to experiment freely and make changes with confidence. Tracking remote branches, keeping your work in sync. You're comfortable with branches, creating them like a pro, awesome. But when working with a team, ensure your local branches connect to the right remote branches. This ensures changes are tracked properly and everyone's on the latest version. Imagine you and a friend building a Lego masterpiece together. You need to ensure those sections fit together seamlessly. Tracking remote branches keeps your local branch in sync with the remote repository. To collaborate, link your local branch to a remote branch. This pushes your local branch to the remote repository and sets up tracking. Git will then know where to fetch updates and push changes. Synchronizing changes with. Collaboration is key in software development, right? You've got your team, each person rocking their own skills, building something awesome together. But with everyone contributing code, things can change quickly. You don't want to be that person stuck with the uncertain, outdated version of the project, missing out on all the latest features and bug fixes. That's where swoops in to save the day. Think of as the refresh button for your codebase. When you run Niki, Git reaches out to the remote repository, fetches all the latest commits that have been made since your last update, and then integrates them into your local branch. Now is actually a combination of two commands and tells you what's new on the remote repository without actually changing your local files. Takes those fetched changes and integrates them into your local branch. Sharing your work. Deploying code with. Okay, you've been working hard, coding up a storm, making amazing progress on your branch. You're feeling good, but there's a problem. Your code, your masterpiece, is trapped on your local machine, hidden from the world. It's time to set it free, to share your creation with the team, to unleash it upon the codebase. Enter the command that transforms you from a solitary coder into a collaborative coding rockstar. Imagine as the launch button for your code. It's the command that sends your carefully crafted commits from your local repository to the remote repository, making your work visible to the team and integrating it into the main codebase. When you run, Git packages up all your commits and sends them to the remote repository. Before you hit that button, make sure you've pulled the latest changes from the remote repository using. Once you've pulled the latest changes and you're confident in your code, you're ready to unleash. The power of full repository, cloning, understanding. We started this journey with, and now we've come full circle. But this time, we're going deeper, exploring the true power of this seemingly simple command. You're getting the whole shebang, the entire history of the project, every commit, every branch, every tag. Imagine you're tasked with fixing a bug in a legacy codebase. Without context, it's like trying to solve a mystery with half the clues missing. With I, you can rewind time, explore the commit history, and see exactly when and why the bug was introduced. Gives you the flexibility to experiment with different approaches and revert back to previous versions without fear. This comprehensive cloning is what sets Git apart from other version control systems. And there you have it, a breakdown of the essential Git commands that every developer should have in their toolkit. From cloning repositories to managing branches, syncing changes, and pushing your code, these commands are the building blocks of a smooth, efficient, and collaborative development workflow. By mastering these commands, you're not just learning a new tool, you're opening doors to new opportunities, new projects, and new levels of coding mastery. You're becoming a more confident, more capable, and more valuable member of any development team, So go ahead, dive in, explore the power of Git, and watch your coding skills soar to new heights. If you like my video, don't forget like my video and stay tuned with more tech videos and update by subscribing channel. Thank you.